I'm so excited about this matchup because ENCE were really the only team that have ever tested Space Station in terms
Aren't you
of
glad to
the
see no
type
Dorado?
of counter picking we saw
If there
from
was
them
Dorado,
yesterday.
I feel like if there was Dorado in this map pool, I feel like I would probably not be watching this.
Just a little bit different. We saw
To be
Sojourn
honest with
actually,
you,
which I think
I
is
don't
unique
think
pick
I'd
to see
be
out of
watching
Kevster,
this.
even though he's a phenomenal Flux DPS player. But Space Station opting not to have
No!
backbone in this roster.
What are they doing? They literally just won the lower bracket finals, and now they're going on the Bastion.
I think it's so interesting.
No
and you heard that there first
Bastion!
that it's going to be Tracer here if Psycho's in the roster, and no Symmetra.
Yeah, no Sim, only Trey. And now with ENCE rolling out on what they've been playing against Space Station Gaming in the last couple of series. I mean, the Bastion from Kai has been just superb to watch. The nade in the windows from Crimzo. One-shots more often than not as well. Could be quite scary for Space Station to deal with, especially if you're Psycho on the Tracer.
Okay, chat, let's see how they do this. Round
Swift
2.
rotation from
Space
ENCE.
Station Gaming won last
They try
time,
and get a good,
3-1.
over this
So
point.
let's see it.
Ooh.
I do like the soldier pick though. The soldier pick is really good. He goes on the
map, and
flank.
that's why
He has
you
his own
see
heals. Blah
Kevster
blah
taking
blah.
this wide off angle. It's also really great to mark down somebody like Psycho, already forcing him to have to use the recall. You got this health pack too to just be very stable in this position.
There, Landon, a little bit of trouble. Kevster permanently getting poked down by Psycho. Yeah, like you mentioned, doesn't have recall. Should have it in just a moment.
Oh,
You'd
he's
imagine.
dead.
There
He's
it is,
dead.
13 HP
Oh
for
my
Kevster,
God.
though, narrowly escaping the wrath of Psycho. Space Station Gaming, all this meanwhile, have managed to claim the point. Kai is super low, cowering behind this pillar. Kevster on yet another flank. Landon spotted him from a mile away, but no land. In fact, through the lamp at Kevster. Little rough there from Landon, not quite deploying that one in time.
Okay, Kevster, okay.
Space Station, and a small swap from Space Station 2 with Sparker going over to the Ash now, as ENCE now gained some percent.
I love the soldier pick on this map.
Ash was
I
so
did it.
good yesterday
I
as
love
well.
soldier on this map.
Remember the just great retake we saw from Space Station on Esperanza after ENCE had already been up like 100 meters in that map, and Sparker had this big hero play with the Ash, the dynamites, the Bob usage, just so smart at recognizing when to go
what
for
was
those.
that?
Super aggressive there, almost one-shotting
What was
Kevster.
that window?
Nice little whip shot onto Landon though, ejecting him from his land. Psycho on the other side of things has managed to get a nice little double kill, but this rally is going to be hard to fight into if you're Space Station. Instantly split up by that window.
What's up, bro? How you doing? By the way, I saw your Twitter, bro. God damn. Okay, I see you lifting.
With his own. And his ends control
Also,
the point
what the
still.
fuck was that window, chat?
Combo coming up as well. Only a couple of percentage points away from Vistola's Flux.
Yeah, and with the Soldier ultimate too, I think tactical
PayPal
visor here
just
can
got-
also be
the
really
PayPal just hit.
fundamental. Like if you force out the barrier from Funny Astro with that funny combo, then maybe you're just able to go in and clutch the backline with the visor.
Bit of dynamite damage on Kai. As he holds the drum up on the high ground, there's the Flux. Sound barrier comes in from Funny Astro, does hit 4. Here come the mortar strikes, landing high in the skies with Kevster using that visor on the back line of ENCE right now. So no one from Space Station willing to peek that one. Does mean that Hardy's going to try and flip this point with the Annihilation, and ENCE handily dealing with it. I mean, this is really rough for Space Station 2. Everybody from ENCE playing in different positions.
No
Kevster
way,
permanently
bro.
on
He
the
gave
flank.
him the little
Kai hanging
jukes,
around
bro.
with
He broke
Vestola.
his ankles.
Crimzo and Marsa also trying to protect either Kev or Kai. Tough for Space Station to lock someone down, and they're going to try and change things up again. They're going to jump over to Ryan for this final fight.
It almost feels like too little too late at this point when ENCE have had such firm control over the point. They have a hard time fighting together when everybody on ENCE is so split up.
Seen this a couple of times before though, where Hardy switch over to the right to counteract the Sigma. Kai dodging out of the way of that Bob, but Bob's still putting in hell of work. You can see, there we go.
It's fine, it's
Hardy
fine. They
coming
only
up
have to
with a
win
kill.
one fight.
Kai end up,
I don't think they use any ults, right? No.
Nade.
Oh, wait, yes, they
Psycho's gonna
did.
wait for those hands before that pulse bomb can come out, but
Why?
someone's going to have to eject Vestola from the point, but Crimzo refusing to let him go down. Hardy with a double fire strike kill, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually really surprised
There we go.
ENCE
That's
committed the
divine.
window there.
You
I
know
thought
what,
they should
love?
just save
Space
ults to make a
Station
last
eventually
fight
take
and just
control
go
of
into the last
point.
fight. They already have 99.
99% on the board. See if they want to make any small
It's not like Space Station had
adjustments.
any ults. They had only pulse bomb if they didn't use it, though.
Don't we? It was a really good recognition, too, to just go after Kai. I think something that a lot of teams have identified is that once Kai is preoccupied or out of the fight, it's a little bit easier to be able to get the damage down on ENCE front to back. So, you know, go ahead and make that Bastion just a little bit more miserable. Kevster, though, is going to switch off of the Tracer and go to the Mei. So with a little bit more point presence alongside Vestola, a good way to be able to split up Hottie, as we've seen before. You get that Reinhardt to perma-hold the shield, and Reinhardt's just not going to be as effective.
Start this fight with a rally. Kev's trying to check the Tracer on the sidelines. Master giving everybody overhealth right now as they do step up to that point, looking for a wall potentially on the Rhine. But with Psycho already going down, Sparker's firing through this window. Has got a decent line of sight onto the point, but he can't quite land these headshots. Everybody's just dodging out the way. Here comes the plugs from Vestola. Sound barrier comes through from Astro pretty early on. Kai a little bit later with this mortar barrage, but already Landon has fallen. Sparker on his lonesome now as Vestola isolates the Ash out of the fight. And ENCE end up flipping the points. These counter swaps from ENCE looking a little bit too much for Space Station to handle as Psycho tries to jump back in, but gets clocked by Vestola.
That's what I like to see. That's why I like to. I'm cheering for
Hottie back out
because
on the
Space Station already won.
Just walk past the Sigma shield and swing the hammer
I want the
away
underdogs to win.
One way to be able to approach this Sigma composition from
now
ENCE.
I just cursed ENCE, and now we're fucked.
Out of an all-star roster that ENCE is bringing. They have such deep hero pools. They have great recognition of each individual hero.
Oh my god, chat! You know what I'm forgetting? You know what I'm forgetting to make this so fucking good?
They're also the only team that has tried this against Space Station, and once again, I feel like we're sort of living in yesterday, where Samoa just took Space Station by so much surprise. And so Space Station are gonna have to come up with some adjustments.
Yeah,
I got the kettle corn popcorn.
Does really
I got the kettle corn chat.
Swaps. You need to be able to counter swap.
Sorry, it's probably gonna be really loud,
exactly
but
what ENCE is
I got the kettle corn.
Kevs are rolling out on the Tracer though. No Mei, because they're not seeing the Rhine just yet. Kind of waiting for the counter swaps, right? Hardy on the Ram, something they've been finding a lot of success with. Sparker rolling out on the Ash, but already you can see Kai and Kevster dealing handedly with that pick. Small rotation onto the point. Crimzo is pretty damn low right now, and Kai in a little bit of trouble too. Just walking straight into that vortex. As a very selfish lamp from Landon, but if you're picking up kills like this and being able to keep yourself alive, all for the better. Point pressure by ENCE right now as they try and push Hardy off. Eventually Landon is taken down. And it's only Hardy on the point. I mean, maybe have Pobs the Nemesis form, but you're not going to survive all too long, especially against Kevster in the front
What's
line.
up, Austin? Appreciate it.
Trying to like juggle the point as well, making sure that it doesn't get capped, but they can't stay on for too long because they don't have their back.
Kettle corn popcorn clears any popcorn.
So
I
another
actually
look
don't
that
like
we get a
movie
chance
theater
to see out of
popcorn
ENCE
that
once again,
drench it in that fucking butter, bro. Butter? Nah, chat, it's disgusting.
Psycho has just been getting taken out in so many of these fights so
also,
early.
I really enjoy seeing Kai not on the Bastion.
What a pain.
I'm curious if anybody's going to swap here. Of course, Sparker.
Well, Sparker pastes over to the
Cassie. Yeah, it makes the most sense. Again, this is exactly how they ended up winning a lot of the time too, was just Sparker headshot after headshot onto the Orisa, and then forcing their cooldowns, and then the rest of the team can kind of run in. This window is going to be quite frustrating for them to deal with, though. Look at the position, too. I mean, they're all carrying this mega
Sweet and salty popcorn, delicious.
Once that's expired, though, Space Station can walk back out. Hottie's very close to the Annihilation, as well as just three other ultimates.
That's just so low on the floor, yeah. An immense amount of damage from Psycho on the high ground. Hottie just kind of walks over them. Nice aim from Psycho, too. Pressuring out Master is going to be really important as well. Just not only those packs getting used on Crimzo, but also that shield as well. One of the big tools that
why did Jasmine just type the D
Tracer and negate a lot of that poke damage. Good positioning from Psycho.
Right, and Masa was not with the rally yet, so that would have been a really good ult to have in this fight.
Here it comes. However, sound barrier, window, annihilation, pretty much everything thrown into this fight. Don't want to invest too much extra. Nent's kind of happy with that trade. That's a 3-for-1 in terms of ults. Crimzo going down, not too much of a big stagger. A couple of seconds, if that. I mean, that is a big ultimate dump there from Space Station.
That was a lot of ults. I don't know if they needed that many. The sound barrier was nice to have as a response to the rally, just so you can kind of keep up with all of that shield that the Brig is giving over, right? But now you have a couple less tools in the bank. Sparker with a Deadeye, though. There's no symmetric teleporter this time to be able to help Sparker wrap around the team, so he's just gonna get set up somewhere.
Psycho! Okay, God damn! Both supports!
Psycho just gets a double kill on the back line of the pulse. All right.
Oh, nice throw from Hadi. Holy shit.
Oh, Kai can't even get away either.
Did you see that? Fuck.
That's buying SPACESTATION so much time. Sparker still has that Deadeye. They can still get set up on the high ground if they want to. They can use that Deadeye to zone away ENCE and just make sure that they can tie up this map. But ENCE, they still have yet to use the bulk of their ultimates. They could have even another amplification matrix in this fight, but they got to get in there.
Oh, look at his headshots. All those skulls building up too. Hadi taking that damage straight to the face. He's going to get healed up. He's on Nemesis form, of course, as well. Had his arms crossed, so all the armor, all the additional... Oh, yes, that's a little 3-tap from Kai. Astro probably betting that he shouldn't have gone too close to him, or trying to get closer to Landon to get healed up. A little rough when Kai just kind of peeks you and hits you with 3 taps. SPACESTATION still kind of in this fight right now. Kevster below Sparker and Hadi and Landon. Needs to be able to get forced out. There you go. Forced to recall. As Psycho joins the fray again. But it's a tough kind of push in here for SPACESTATION. They're just walking into a wall of damage, pretty much.
Terror Surge, too.
Come on, ENCE.
That's exactly what he's going to do, I think. Spear spin, Terror Surge, does grab 2. Astro going a little bit low, but dashing back behind that window. He's going to get healed up pretty easily, and Sparky gets his revenge, kicking down Crimzo. However, ENCE control the points. This fight a little bit messy for SPACESTATION. They're getting crowded in like small
ENCE
corner.
might take the
Like I
first
said, the
map,
amount of
chat.
damage that can be thrown in.
But
Someone's
if
gonna have to touch
SPACESTATIon
here. It's
gets
probably
back, they
gonna be
have a
Astro.
hell
He
of
has
a
got
amount
Soundbarrier.
of
Might
ults,
have
bro.
to just
4 ults.
Soundbarrier himself, but a boot from Master. There's the beat. Can they actually get to the point in time? The speed
Oh,
spin's
they're
good.
pushing!
And ENCE claim the first map. All right, double turret comp for ENCE, by the way. Something that Pelican was showing off a little bit earlier on in NA was this Torbjorn. Double turret. You got Kai on Bastion, Kev on the
What the fuck is
Torb,
this
and-
ENCE comp?
Yeah. SPACESTATION see this, and I think this might be a switch to Ryan. There it is. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. The shield is just so nice too, because I think that they're so quick on the rotations that like Hadi also just understands his hero inside
Bastion?
and out. But the Torbjorn, that really does throw
Torbjorn.
kind of a spanner in the works. It's able to lock down a lot of the flanks that Psycho wants to take with the Tracer. So Psycho's gonna have to play a little bit more together with the team while they figure out a way to dislodge this Torbjorn turret.
Speaking of which,
Like, look at
Psycho,
that.
yeah, okay, there it is. It ends up getting taken down. You're going to want to ideally put it in an off angle so people have to peek it to kill it, and they take extra damage. Master receives a fire strike there, has to back off, use that shield bash to get away. And Kev's is kind of hard to dive too sometimes, especially when you got the overload, but did use that fairly early. Increased rate of fire, of course, increased health pool as well. It's kind of splitting up right now as Hadi does put himself on the point, but they do notice Festola's isolated on the sidelines, but a bit more of a bait than I think ENCE were kind of, or SPACESTATION were hoping for. As Hadi ends up falling. They do trade for Master, but they're in a tough spot now. They need to be able to get the kill on Festola.
SPACESTATION needs a reset.
They're just
Also,
gonna take
I
so
don't-
much span damage, and this is going to be a
I don't know if you
flux
want to run
for
Reinhardt
Festola
into a
already.
Bastion
He's up to
Torbjorn.
95% as SPACESTATION make a small retreat.
I feel like you're not going to be able to get in.
That's crazy. A flux this early, I think
gonna
it's just insane.
They're going to go super early here too, I'd imagine. There is the pulse bomb. Kev turns them, taking Landon through the window, and Kai just riddling them with bullets. Here comes the flux on the point. Does
That's a big
land
flux.
on
That is
two.
a big
And
flux.
no way Funny Astro survives that one. Not without the sound barrier. Is Festola alone right now in a 1v2 situation?
He did get...
As Kai
Oh, nope, they capped.
does end up going down. A lot of their damage obviously ended up being lost there as soon as that Bastion falls over.
I mean,
And Hadi
apparently
standing tall
Reinhardt works,
with the help
chat.
of Psycho, end up taking that point. A lot of
Hadi
investments.
is
You
just
can
a
see
Chad,
Festola
bro.
switching over to the Orisa to try and counteract Hadi.
I think we're going to see that a lot. It's just like Vestola's comfort is on the Sigma, but if that doesn't work, then Vestola can always pick out that Orisa. And he's been so good at being able to isolate the backline and just being able to push when maybe Hadi's a little too far forward. Hadi loves to play this Reinhardt aggressively, so Vestola's looking for those opportunities.
Patience here from Kai. Nice layering. A couple of hit markers, no kills. However, it's Crimzo, the ones that goes down. Nice response there, actually, from Kevster. Mo on core, onto the point. So SPACESTATION doing anything too crazy. Oh no, looks like, oh, Sparker! Just hit the shift, took himself to the skies, just pinned Kai down, basically. Slaughtered him.
That was a risky fucking play,
From
but...
SPACESTATION onto high ground. And with a shatter in hand
Okay.
from Hadi, no way ENCE want to fight into this one.
No, I mean, God, I actually thought that landing
High
over his
risk,
exit
high
was just
reward,
something to
chat.
Sparker, but I saw
Who do you
how
think is
high
gonna
he
win?
flew up into the ceiling.
Toronto Defiant
but
or
Kai's
Students
gonna
of the
switch over
Game?
into the Sojourn. And so
Toronto
has
Defiant.
a lot of pressure here to be able
I
to...
love Students of the Game, but I don't think they're winning that.
A lot of that damage coming through from that shatter. It did land on Crimzo in the back, but Masters rally just shield bashed. A lot of members of Space Station stopped them from capitalizing on
Why the
that
fuck are you drinking out of a measuring cup?
Still moving the point though. They are 4.
Because I'm fat and I'm lazy, and a cup doesn't hold that much water, but a measuring cup can hold like 4 cups of water.
Without the fear of getting taken out or like hindered by Vestola, handily deals with ENCE's backline. Massa falling, no CDs left from Vestola. This turret and Crimzo are going to be able to do enough to withstand Space Station's offense.
Do you not remember my old fucking water bottle?
Space Station. Maybe control for them is really just an anomaly of a game mode.
I think
I have a Jay3 hydrate emote.
Space Station won that fight without Hottie there either. Like, he was coming back on the Ramatra just walking, and the point had
My
been
sister
tapped.
hates
I
water
love those
because it has
moments
no
for them where
flavor.
They're just like, oh yeah, we've got the point.
Your
no
sister's
worries.
gonna get a kidney
Taking
stone.
the elevator up. Yeah, I love that. Just being able to grab that high ground here for Sparker, especially when he has the
And then she's
bomb
gonna enjoy
to
water.
just help keep this cart moving forward.
Yes, it's what you want to see. Kevster
Also,
on the Widow.
You can flavor water. You can flavor
Needs
water.
to find value. Very hard to get kind of
Just squeeze a lemon in some water. Have some lemon water. That's delicious and it's healthy for
you.
you.
It's the only thing you can hit, right? So there you go. There's a bit of a copium for you. Oh, what a shot!
Nice
to
shot.
Land,
He heard
Jesus. All right, okay, that's going to stop the push for at least a time. No shot, they're peeking that. I'm curious if we do see a switch
Sparkling water is shit.
from Sparker, but not fully known for the Widow play. Nice rotation now from ENCE. Especially without your Batiste, you really want to just push them off high ground.
And Vestola can push so far forward here with
Cucumber
the
water
surge.
is delicious.
But like Kevster just has such nice
Nothing with
sightlines
cucumber
right now
is
with the
delicious,
Widowmaker,
man.
And I think Sparker just having the Bob is going to find more value, being able to use that ultimate. Because they've got 4 in the bank here, Space Station. If they can approach this last stretch of the map with these ults and just have a clean team fight win, that's the map for them. They've had so much time to get in on this 3rd point. They just can't get picked off by Kevster.
I really like that ang as well through that little book stand or a magazine stand. Here come the sights. Might hinder the push. Oh,
nice
Landon
shot.
Popped the window down. Thought he was safe. No one's safe when you got Kevster on the Widow.
Nice shot.
Oh my God, and he rips another one too. I mean, Sparker knew sights are up. Fight's well and truly over now.
Oh, that was an easy shot for him. I can't believe he missed that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so tough because like as soon as you get hit like that, I think that the rest of the team just has to back up. At least there was no extra investment from Space Station, so they still get to come into this with 4 ults, with Hottie coming up on the Annihilation shortly. But ENCE, like, they've just been playing this so clinically, and if Kevster can keep getting these Widowmaker picks early on, this just halts Space Station, and that time bank that they entered into is already
I don't think
half
Ash
gone.
is really good until Widow and a
1 minute,
Sojourn. I
50
think
seconds
Sparker
to go
needs
as
to
they
use
try
his
and
ult
round
and
this corner.
switch.
They send Psycho to try and deal with Kevster, but Kai's here for backup with the charge railgun shot. Just protect Private Kev right now. Psycho handily dealing with Kai though, but it doesn't matter. Land instead again! 3 times in a row, Kevster has found the BAP. Pulse bomb on the floor, Kevster. Oh, quick grapple out. Was even saved
Yo,
by the
what's
Lamb too.
Landon doing,
Didn't
bro?
even need it in the end. Terror Surge comes in. Here comes the sound barrier from Space Station though. Hardy with the Annihilation, punishing this corner hold from ENCE. They've still got Kevster up. Takes a lot of damage from Hardy, and now they're getting this payload going.
But not everybody's there from Space Station, so the respawn advantage from ENCE is going to keep this defense alive for them. Kevster gets to still take this angle as the Widowmaker, and Vestola's found Sparker.
Watch your head, Landon.
Just back up.
Only 50 seconds to go. Vestola's super low.
Kevster,
Hardy
wait.
similar. Doesn't one really want to push
Landon
around that
ego
corner without
challenges
the
Widow
Nemesis
any
form,
day?
without that additional backup, and here come the sights again.
I don't
Another
think you
15
can do
seconds
that.
disappearing. You're not peaking this.
You can't. And that's going to bring Space Station into the
Ah,
last
shit,
chance
I
that they
spilled
have to
popcorn
complete
everywhere.
this map. Arguably still very difficult to do that on Midtown, but Kevster's not making it easy for them to have a cohesive push.
Almost hit Funny Astro too there through that angle. Now Masters on the defense of Kevster. Here comes the overclock from Kai. Just so much raw firepower coming through from ENCE right now. It's 15 seconds to go. Kevster's finally down. This is Space Station's chance to launch themselves into ENCE's front line, as Vestola is solo holding this corner. Picks up the mega health pack, receiving some help from Crimzo, but they need to dislodge him. Psycho nearing a pulse bomb. The Suzu's already out, but here comes the rush. A pulse bomb straight onto the Orisa, but Vestola is already down. And overtime in session with Sparker picking off Crimzo, was just hiding around again. That stand over there alone and isolated. Kevster's back on the Tracer and Sparker taking names and numbers. It's in OT, but Space Station are going to have to be happy with this. A little hello as they try and greet people as they come and flood out of the spawn. But Vestola not quick enough to touch.
That was a good push from Space Station, but that was a good hold from ENCE as well. Got into overtime. I like that.
ENCE, and specifically Kevster on the Widowmaker. You've got to be happy with that defense.
Kevster just
that was an insane hold still, but
absolutely
I don't know why
performance here for
I don't know why Landon's speaking a Widow, especially Kevster's fucking Widow. That doesn't make any sense. Also, what I really like from Psycho
so long as well. Just got so many rotations.
Is that they noticed Kevster's popping off on the window, so they sent Psycho in the back line. But
like they had to send.
But Kai was also helping Kevster and protecting him. But Psycho still managed to kill Kai and go for the Tracer and with Pulse Bomb, but got the Immortality out. That was a really good play.
Yeah, you can. I go late, man.
Do we want to play Bumper Break?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, break,
win or lose, yeah.
I think Bumper Break.
Break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you guys think we run up the stairs? I feel like that's such a fucking troll strat. Like, I feel like
Go through terrain. I don't mind.
What hit scan do you want?
3 for sure into that, I think. Well, I don't know. It's more up to you, I guess.
Okay.
But
just play Cray, I think.
yeah.
Alright, let's push them off the train. Fuck it, let's go through the train. Fuck it, push them off.
I'm
Fuck it. Push them off and then we go down together and make sure we 3, 2, 1 the corner.
Keep forcing ramp cooldowns.
I love listening to the comms. I love listening to pre-fight planning.
All right, there's the plan. Now to set it in motion. Take the train, push them off high ground, 3, 2, 1 the corner. All push at the same time, try and find a pick.
I love listening to the comms.
The Cassidy out as well. So one way that ENCE know that they are going to be able to take these fights, especially if they can all play together like this. Kevster's looking for that angle too, maybe just through the window to try to nail somebody in the back line. Look at it wrapping around to those stairs.
Someone's going to have to pay attention to eventually. Astra taking a lot of damage there as Vestola pushes on to the high ground, spearing Hardy off. Hardy quick to try and reclaim that position, but unable to do so as there's no Nemesis form anymore. Small wait there, just don't want to walk into that vortex. Give Hardy some additional ult charge and obviously chunk everybody down, so they're just going to wait that one out as they now move to the fire truck. Mission successful. At least the high ground portion of it. But this window from Crimzo super early too. Landon's 20% away. Oh, Landon! Head taken clean off yet again. One of the best bat players we have in EU. And Space Station saved the world. Just unable to stay alive for more than a brief moment against Kai and Kevster. They really nailed one of the best players on Space Station, fight after fight.
And they know they have to as well, because Landon has been such a big difference maker and the longevity that Space Station has to just elongate these fights.
Wow, the fact that ENCE was able to take that in the first fucking like fight and
so
shit was insane.
It's just a nail in the coffin here for this attack push. You get the card unlocked
5 minutes for second phase.
Gets to play far forward.
Yeah, Landon.
And you have so much more to cycle through.
Landon's better than that, bro. He's a really good fucking player. He's messing up today.
Kai with the Deadeye right now. He's been so clean with the shots
already. Today's not the day to mess up though.
With that Deadeye on an angle.
Yeah, a lot of that additional healing is coming from the fact that Master can't proc Inspire a lot of the time, so when they're pushing high ground, most 99% of the healing is coming from Crimzo, so but Astra obviously perma-healing with the Aura, so that's why Landon wasn't able to get his online at the same time. Here's the high noon. Space Station Gaming playing it. A little pensive, don't want to push too far up into this, of course. Forces Hardy using that shift, though. However, here comes the Terror Surge. Pulse one hand for Kevster. Throws it into the small room, a small hit marker, but that's about it. This sound barrier from Astro getting a lot of work done. This rally from Master's good, but the instant overhealth from the sound barrier normally works out for the better, especially if you want to play the fly explosive.
Poor Kevster,
and there's the kill onto Kevster from Psycho. They're going to hold them
1v1 Tracer until the healer came over.
Well. Payload hasn't got too far to move back, Rose, but every single second counts.
I mean, you saw the duel between Psycho and Kevster was decided when Landon was able to send over so much healing. So just another example why Landon has been such a big backline force here for Space Station.
Okay, chat, I'm done with my popcorn, but there's only like a little crumbs.
Again,
Feels
so
bad,
it's
man.
not too bad of a way to push them back, but like Psycho, like Space Station, they're playing so aggressively up at this door.
Massa going down there is a bit unfortunate. Pulse bomb from Psycho ended up missing, but Sparker, of course Sparker got the kill. Sparker in a little bit of trouble
Sparker
though.
things.
Here comes the window, perfectly placed there. Got to get a good angle onto that point, and Vestola's trying to force the back line out, get them away from the front line of Space Station. Hardy rips the Annihilation, good place to do it, but there's too much damage through that window. Funny actually takes down Vestola, but this needs to be a clean fight from Space Station, not ENCE. Their
Yes,
spawns
Chrissy.
are so close, they're happy if this is scrappy.
They're happy if this is
They're
scrappy.
happy if they're scrappy, and oh, Hottie actually thought about switching over to the Winston, but goes back to the Ramatra. ENCE though, like they're finally starting to get things moving, but not after Sparker finds that angle again.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It's all about these bats.
Sparker and Kevster, just a vendetta against the Baps. But it really is just the best pick, right? That is the pick that you want on either side. Take care of the Baps. And in most solo queue rank games, quick play games, or whatever, take care of the player that's doing the most healing, and you're good.
Or the most damage. So
Right.
Sparker and Kai, they
Oh,
definitely
you
have
should have
each other's
pulled, bro.
numbers
You should have
right
pulled.
now.
You could have killed the
Nice little
Tracer.
roll there from Sparker, getting out of the way of the high noon. Terror Surge from Vestola as they go down to the payload. Vortex on it as well. I was traveling with the payload there. They're going to be able to split up the rest of ENCE right now. Here's the Terror Surge. Lab available. Does get instantly destroyed. That B coming through. Not enough overhealth there to save Sparker from the pulse bomb.
Remember,
and now
chat,
he's landed in trouble.
this is
Kevster
bad.
steals away.
ENCE
It's the
had
mega health
5
pack.
minutes.
Has to get out of there quite quickly, as Fanny Astro was on the case. In fact, Kevster doesn't end up going
Okay,
down.
good shit,
but
good shit.
all
They
the
had
healing
5 minutes for
resources
this. They only have a
were
minute and a half
distracted by
now.
Kevster meant Hardy was alone on an
They gotta
island.
cap
Now
this,
the
bro.
car
They
wash
gotta cap
phase
this.
Completed. All the pulse. Oh, not quite from Psycho.
Defense isn't dead though here for Space Station. There's enough time for Hottie to be able to get back. Sparker has the Deadeye too, so it might allow for some time here for Space Station to catch their breath. But Massa has a Sound Barrier. Crimson once again with another window. Means that you just have so much firepower.
Such a good angle for the window again. Hardy's trying to block a lot of that damage off, just using his big burly body. But here comes the Sound Barrier from ENCE. Suffer for Hardy. Oh my word, there's just no chance he survives here. Again, no healing. Vestola using the spear spin to push him
no,
into
he's
the
dead,
rest of
he's
the
dead,
team.
he's dead. There's no way he lives.
Can Space Station
Oh,
kind of position themselves where they can
0.01!
help Hardy
Oh
in that
my
smoke
god,
show.
I'd be
They still
pissed.
come up with a kill on the
I would be
TPS of
fucking
ENCE.
pissed.
Sparker just determined to hold
I
on to this
would
point.
be
0.01
fucking
meters
pissed.
for ENCE, and they can't get the payload in.
No way. The fan the hammers for Sparker. See how quickly they were able to delete Vestola. And Vestola didn't have
0.01.
enough
That's fucking
sustain to be
irritating,
able
dude.
to
That's
go down with the Terror
triggering.
Surge or just any sort of follow-up, even if he had been able to use that ultimate. So ENCE, they are up against the clock here. Jaws, they might not be able to finish this map, especially with where that card is. Space Station just have this high ground control.
Well, they're going to have a touch at the minimum. Here is the high noon on height. Space Station Gaming. They're going to back off just a little bit, so ENCE use that single ult to regain control of that high ground that they had a little bit earlier on. Kevster with the touch. No C9s here. Now it's Vestola's turn. Receiving a lot of healing, has to pop the gold very early on.
Bad. The fucking, they have, Space Station has all the ults. That's GG's.
The Terror Surge to keep Vestola alive just for a mere moment longer. The high noon on the side, and Sparker kills two.
There's no way. There's no way Kevster and Crimson wins this. That's a GG's right there, chat.
But Hardy is just cementing himself on this point. Kevster falls. Crimson to follow.
We have ourselves a game. We have ourselves a game, though. That is triggering, bro. If I was on ENCE and I got 0.01, I don't care who's near me. I'm throwing a fucking punch. Someone's gonna get fucking hit. I don't care if it's a bird, a fucking pet. I don't care. No, I would never do that. I would never hurt it. I can't hurt anything, chat. I'm too nice.
To be fair.
Alright.
Let's go, guys.
Every cooldown for the flip.
Camping out.
They don't know how to fucking deal with this shit.
Fighting!
Fighting.
Go to far flip.
Yeah, bar flip. If it looks like they've got a fucking setup for it, by the way, care top right, in case they're fucking gladiators, you know?
Looking.
Damn, wait, I like this setup. What the fuck? Wait, they know about it. They did their fucking scouting, chat. Holy shit, they did their scouting.
Stick off. One. Got it.
Nice. Live more. You actually only one down. Can you live Spark?
No.
The whole gang is on you, bro.
Okay, kill both supports.
Yeah, we kill both support. They legit get nothing from this, so don't worry.
Yeah.
What's up, Lubby? That wasn't a fucking. That was insane, bro. ENCE knowing about that and countering it was insane.
Had a game plan. They knew exactly what SPACESTATION are doing there. Nice boot from Master as well. Just pretty much ending the fight, right? Just getting the back off the map. Easy does it.
That was the fastest kill I think we've ever seen on this map.
Yeah, actually, you're so right about that one. What the hell? It was like 10 seconds, it felt like.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Didn't get too much bot progress.
But still fighting over the neutral. Yeah. Not much to work with on either side either, but you still get a chance to set up with this teleporter. So if ENCE want to hold this corner, might want to watch out for where Backbone puts down that TP.
Yeah, of course, Kai, and something we noticed in their series the other day, Kai doesn't use the turret form willy-nilly, just waits for them to either go 3-2-1, try and make a push, or they wait for SPACESTATION to go really aggressive on them, then pops the turret form so they can respond with a ton of damage, and then just pile as many resources as they can into Kai. It's very much like protect the president comp, like protect Kai, make sure he can survive and hit a good shift. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, there's Kai, there's a nade, and Landon's dead body on the floor. Annihilation coming through from Hardy, but Kai just sits there, pretty much 100% HP the entire time.
God damn, that Bastion. That Bastion shreds,
he was right
man.
in their face. You saw the sound barrier on top, and he was just never going to get killed there. Like Hottie didn't stand a chance with that annihilation. You saw him pop that, and then he just instantly died. That's because Kai was right in his face, mowing him down with the Bastion turret form. And so ENCE, they actually start to get some meaningful progress on this push bot.
I hate Bastion. How can you hate Bastion, bro?
Kai,
Bastion didn't do anything.
They've got the forbidden combo up with the grab flex and the mortar strikes. So Vastola, he could just hold forward like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Teleporter coming in, there it is, there's the flux.
And there's no barrier.
It's one. Can they follow up some extra damage from Kai? Blizzard from Kevster deployed. Not many tools left in the bank for SPACESTATION to help survive this overwhelming ult advantage coming through from ENCE. Landon's got a decent little angle here on Vastola.
Wow, I can't believe Kai didn't die.
Kai's got another nade for him, his name written on it.
Landon was just so far away from the rest of the team, so ENCE we're going to capitalize on. The bomb is coming out already, though.
The bomb pushed Kevster, I think, past the Sig shield. Well, here's Hardy. The classic swap. As soon as they see Vastola on the Sigma, they want to run the Ryan.
Hardy on the fucking Reinhardt with the Jade weapon and that hard light Reinhardt weapon. That looks nice. I like it.
We saw Sparker do this yesterday, though, on Esperanza when they were down and almost out for the count. Sparker comes back, uses those big hero plays, because what a great placement at the Bob. He's been so good at identifying.
Wow, 57 meters against zero is insane. Yeah, but yesterday we watched a team. I don't know what team it was. I forgot the name. But there was a game where a team pushed 124 meters, and the other team had 0, and the other team managed to not give up and still fucking win by re-pushing it 125 meters and winning. It was insane.
From Kai deletes Landon's immortality field. Sound barrier comes in for both sides now. Hardy lays down that shadow. Crimzo in trouble, and Funny Astro's there to finish off the kill. Sparker with a really nice angle on the backline, and ENCE now split up. They do control the bot, but Kai is alone on the sidelines. That passive will kick in, so he's going to receive some natural healing, but you can see Backbone and Funny Astro trying to secure that kill.
SSG. Oh, was it SSG? Was it SSG for a sense? So, I mean, dude, anything can happen with these games. It could be 63 to 25 right now, but you don't know who's going to win at the end.
That was super close. I was not sure SPACESTATION were even going to be able to get back in time to contest that, because ENCE just snuck it away. But right in the nick of time. But this is kind of where like ENCE start to keep that advantage in the meterage that they have, is to do kind of like wacky stuff like that.
He's in. Nice little triple shot there, but the mortar strike comes in. and it's good enough for a kill onto Hardy and Landon. So much damage, and if you fire them really quickly too, it could be tough for the
ENCE is looking really strong right now. They're trying to. They're coming back with vengeance, bro.
Time to use that Bastion mortar strike. All right, ENCE, they regain control of that bot. Space Station, they're going to stick Hardy on this Reinhardt. Normally, if they see Vestola swap, Hardy is also going to kind of counter-swap him, but happy running the Reinhardt here, even though they got to know Kev's has got this Blizzard. Oh, good pin, but Hardy's dead. A little bit vulnerable there when you are hitting that pin, and with Kai hit the Bastion form, it's going to be a rough retake here for Space Station as ENCE. They got to control the bot, and that checkpoint 3 meters away. Oh, the Bob. I mean, the Bob, sure. Okay. The Bob, they tried. I mean, the Bob's dead, and they even laid down that Blizzard. Crimzo falls, but checkpoint garnered here for ENCE.
Bob may be hoping just to stall for enough time for Hadi to get back, but Space Station sadly not able to get the contest before that checkpoint gets activated, and might still lose this fight.
I mean, Kai's got another turret form. No, Lamp's going to come in. Okay.
Okay.
She's got to kill Vestola now. Kind of messy. I think that's Hardy's third return into the fight. I think he died like 3 times there or 2 times and had to come back in over and over again.
Well, thank God Reinhardt has shift.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God he's got the charge.
Oh, and he has an Air Shatter too. Space Station though, like they're starting to run out of time. I know they had that hero push on Esperanza yesterday, but 3.5 minutes left, and ENCE has been able to decisively win all these fights.
That's a Shadow go, not sure. Hardy was in the backline right there. Here comes the sound barrier from ENCE. Landon and Backbone already going down, so Funny Astro thinking better than to use his sound barrier here.
It looks like it's just a back and forth.
This wall, it phases a lot of teams. When Space Station do play other squads, the wall is really the big difference maker for them. But ENCE,
oh my God, Crimzo is like barely on 1 HP. Holy shit.
How they've been beating ENCE in scrims.
Yeah, big shadow, chat, big shadow.
ENCE not phased at all by these tricky walls that Backbone is known to provide.
I mean, the walls also just are not effective if you've got the amplification matrix to counter it. You're just bursting it down before it can provide that value to your
sound barrier. A lot of that overhealth just being chunked away, though. That's a really good wall from Kevster. Just trapping Hardy in, and then Kai just lays waste to him. Kai picks up another one in Funny Astro.
I think this actually might be
nearing
GG's.
the 100-meter mark. ENCE probably not going to get a full cap here, but this is unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
With 2 minutes to go.
I think anything's
Space Station
possible,
Gaming
but
making swaps. Backbone onto the main out.
All right, well, if there is another player that could bring the May, it's definitely Backbone, another hero that he's very well known for. Kevster actually gets really low over on the side, but Space Station, they've got to win like 4 or 5 team fights in a row here, and they've all got to be very clean and very decisive.
Yeah, it's going to make this one hurt as well. Landon just really trying hard not to use the window. They eventually do get a pick on Marsa as Crimzo deployed his on the corner here. Hardy's having the most ridiculous 1v1 versus Kevster and low ground. No one's dying in that one. Dynamite comes in, time being bought here. Nice Dynamite onto Crimzo, has to play a little bit more safe as Kevster ends up falling after using that Blizzard. Nice shift from Sparker, dislodging Kai to make sure he can't get an alternate angle on his front line. Minute and 30 to go. That's a lot of time burnt with 120 meters.
You know what? I like this, chat. At
very much on the back foot.
At least we're not watching a fucking Orisa resident sleeper shit.
And
we do see Bastion Maze and I guess a little bit of sim game being played. It's not what we have been always watching.
Especially when they have 4 ultimates to work with. Sparker's trying to play sneaky. He's got a Bob.
He's going to try and go high ground.
He can really help to displace them.
Going to go to high ground, trying to aim that Bob at one of the supports. He sees Marsa. Oh, there's the Bob. Crimzo in trouble. Goes back down
no,
to
Crimzo's dead. That was a good fucking play by Sparker. That was a nice fucking flank.
ENCE have lost their main source of healing now as Vestola just taking pop shots from the back. There's 2 kills for the Bob.
That was nice. Sparker's giving the fucking enemy team back shots too. God damn, chat.
Another big Bob play here from Sparker. He's been able to charge these up so quickly as well, but even better, as we start to whittle down this clock, there's just so much point presence on the team of Space Station. We've got the Ramatra, there's the Annihilation, the Blizzard. Even this amplification matrix right here would be great to be able to push ENCE back. Force Masa to have to use his sound barrier to not respond to any other DPS ultimates.
Kevster and Kai have switched as well, and they're going to steal the bot. Kevster's stealing the bot. This is huge. They're going to get it to mid before someone can react.
10 seconds.
Okay, Space Station eventually get the bot back, but Kevster's stolen it again. They need to hit the rotation, but are they going to be quick enough? Landon's Lamp's already down. The bot's moving away from them. They're not going to be able to get it. The stolen box from Kevster. Nets ends the win. So
like Halloween feels like
and Kevster, of course, can
like Halloween is only good on like the day of Halloween where it's like ooh spooky, oh ha cool. Christmas just feels so good for like 3 fucking months when the temperature gets low and everything. It's so nice.
So it's not the easiest player to have to jump on.
Rough. You look at the TP, oh, there's a sim, and Master's job there is just stand next to the teleport.
Plus, you know what? Christmas brings families together. It brings friends together. Halloween? What do you do on Halloween? Stay at home, give out candy to kids or whatever? Or...
Typically, when we see the teleporters from them, they're really
Christmas
good at being able to use them to just get an aggressive jump onto the back line of whatever team it is that they're playing
And another
against.
good thing about Christmas
they're not the type of team
is that as an adult,
they have the
because I don't go shopping, it is nice to get underwear and socks for Christmas.
Just displace anybody that's gone through the
like you don't know how much you need those until you actually get them.
So that's going to be a quick take here for ENCE, not of just the flashpoint, but look at all that percentage they've already built up before Space Station can come back in. And they're going to have an Ant Matrix.
This Matrix is going to be so key. And that grenade, Landon's going to have to get his boots online. My word, you know that's heading straight for him. Or an icicle. Or rather, frosty death for Landon. Focus firing from ENCE is just sublime. They do end up losing Marsa, which kind of sucks, but it is a Lucio, so we're chilling. Space Station Gaming.
You wear underwear weird. Oh, actually, I had a hole in my underwear yesterday, chat. I didn't notice it until I went to bed, and then I just ripped it in half.
Wow, Kevster, okay. That's
true story. Threw it away, obviously.
Wow,
but
Kevster is just like lights out right now. He's played so many different DPS heroes in this matchup already. May just one of the many things that he can bring out in order to just help the team to find that success. But this May is so crazy because you not only do you have the wall, like you were saying, for the teleporter, but the ice block as well, so you're not as easily
Hello,
able
Jam
to get
from YouTube. How are you?
But
What's
then,
up, buddy?
The freeze.
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself? Okay, chat.
Come on, it's so much easier to take them out because they don't have the same
I love Space Station, but I just want ENCE to win because they lost yesterday.
It's a perfect point.
Everyone on Space Station is fucking awesome.
Pretty circular.
No, the small one.
I just like
a few doors.
I just like comeback stories, chat.
Of course, and you can teleport, but it's gonna be a little bit rough. All right, turrets are gonna be playing their role as a security system. There's the point. Good window from ENCE. It's going to force Space Station Gaming to give this one up. And now they have to play into the main, which is even worse.
The Bastion is so far back. Set up in the tank mode now too, knowing that Masa has the sound barrier.
Yes, 1 HP as well. Is going to need a lap soon. Here come the Blizzard for Kevster. Nice boot onto Landon, straight back into his frosty death.
If he got booted off the map, that would have been insane.
Look at that. It's right at the back, providing covering fire from a bunker up on the high ground. Good turnaround for a Space Station there. Kevster managing to take out Landon again. But Space Station know their game at this point.
They do. I mean, they saw the Blizzard. Who is better to be able to react to that than somebody who also knows that hero inside and out? Backbone, I'm sure, saw something like that coming from a mile away. And so you got the Bob set up, able to deal with the Blizzard, and now you've also dealt with maybe one of the hardest ultimates to deal with on this point. The Sound Barrier and the Blizzard now gone here from ENCE. You still have to deal with this grab mortar combo, which is not fun, but just back away, right?
Dynamites are good for a lot of damage. Sparker already up to like, what, 60%? Here it comes, the forbidden combo. Well, Sparker's already dead, so little rough. That's straight on top of the backline now as Landon does sail to the sky. Doesn't get hit directly with one of those mortars, but has to try and awkwardly play around this window now as Vestola is off-angling. Hardy is 1 HP and so are the rest of the team. Landon not in a position where he can heal him. ENCE with a very good split on the front line of Space Station after using those ults. Hardy jumps off the map, goes for a quick reset as ENCE have a chance here at taking this point as well. But Space Station, they're at 99%.
They've already done a great job of that too, and coming back with the photon barrier is really nice, just to have that big shield. You don't have to have any fear of being able to walk up to that point and recontest it.
Okay,
the problem is that
ENCE going to win this
amplification matrix to respond to that. He's done
if
this
they
so
get
many
bailed,
times.
they can probably win this.
Pop it back point.
Yeah, they're going to put it up like a big shield. Going to hopefully try and isolate Vestola, and they've done so quite successfully, but the lamp comes in just in time to save him. He might be burning alive, but
nice
those
fucking
heals being
nade,
flung
wow.
towards him at light speed. Backbone does get booped off the map, and here comes OT for Space Station. Someone from ENCE does have to touch. They do manage to successfully do so, and they kill Hardy. Oh dear. Oh, Blizzard. Yeah, Sparker can't even go for a reflip here, retouch. OT and with the turret form, the Bob's going to come in, does knock up the Mei, but a small little boop here from Master might just do it, although the wall is just going to stop Bob from doing all of anything. Bob's going to eventually cap. Kevster wants to play a little bit more safe, doesn't want to mess with the Bob. It's actually Backbone has bought enough time for the Tracer to come in.
Oh, come on,
ENCE. Here comes the second turret form of this fight for Kai. Kevster taking down Backbone, finding Astro dead, Hardy hitting the reset, and ENCE, they're looking good. One more round and they'll see themselves on match point in this series.
Remember,
just such a big
yesterday,
turnaround from what we saw yesterday. ENCE just
yesterday,
really
SPACESTATION 3-1 to ENCE.
To this SPACESTATION comp.
If ENCE wins this, they are 3-1ing SPACESTATION, but they need to go to 4
around that with the Mei wall and just have those answers to everything else. I think Crimso also just holding on to those ant matrices for these photon barriers has been huge to mitigate the amount of advantage that can give over to SPACESTATION. Even when they have the Symmetra TP to try to get to the point a little bit faster, like ENCE, they're gonna have the grab again. Like, then I don't know. It just feels like ENCE just have answers to everything right now.
Double window. Here come the hands from Vestola, walking through the window too, isolating the backline. That lamp not too much of an issue for him now as he rocks it out of it.
That has to be a random shot.
Banked off one of the little columns there to end Landon's life pretty quick. There goes Hardy. Okay, there's the cap for ENCE. They find a team kill and still have the forbidden combo. They've still got the flux.
God damn, bro. ENCE is cooking.
And Funny Astro used the beat.
If ENCE wins this, I gotta switch teams, though. I want SPACESTATION to start winning because they're down.
Outside of just the annihilation and hoping that they can live through that combination. But already having the point captured, ENCE, they have a chance here to just close out this map and bring us to a match point. But it's going to be so tough. I think SPACESTATION, their backs are against the wall in this one.
And they kill Funny Astro really early on there. Lucio comes back quick, right? But still, on Flashpoint, the percent ticks so quickly. That might be
like this is last fight.
1.5 fights worth, yeah. That half a fight won't be pretty. Kevster has the Blizzard. It is definitely last fight with Ultimates Rose.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
it's if they
comes in. That wall trying to be placed behind Hardy, but Hardy's already super low. Nice ice block there from Backbone, but they managed to get the mortar combo off of the Blizzard.
Oh yeah, that's GG's. That's GG's. That's just GG's. GG's chat. 3-1. 3-1.
Falls and ENCE. They didn't lose a single player. Funny Astro can touch, but it's too little, too late. ENCE claims Survasa a 3-0, and they found match point. Revenge so close in the grasp.
Like once we get hard fire
I think you guys can take top left.
Yeah.
No, I think we stack underneath. What do they do if we stack underneath? I feel like that's so good.
Yeah, but they can fucking rotate.
Both are fine.
Hey, Monkey's in the fucking spot on the top right.
Let's stack under.
Okay, yeah, the first one was...
Yeah, stack under and we can then swing from there together. Yeah, Monkey pop.
Yeah, we swing wide angles. I'm going top left. I'm top right. You can play point.
Kai taking a little quick peek there on the Widow. Oh, they're back to their old tricks. Kai on the Bastion. Marsa on Brig as well. So the dive here for SPACESTATION is going to be quite tough, Rose.
It's so hard, because who do you dive? Kai is just so survivable. You've got Masa with the Brig for the shield factor, the whip shot.
Train. I'm going SPACESTATION. I want to see. I don't want to see a 4-1. I want to see a close series. Come on, SPACESTATION.
It's gonna be tough, and SPACESTATION.
Thank you.
Maybe you want to jump Crimso, but even still, like Crimso and Masa are gonna stick to each other like glue.
All right, Kevster slowly moving the bot. Little 3-2-1 push there onto the low ground. Oh, good nade from Kai. Predicting Psycho's movement perfectly. And now Sparker's in trouble too. Can they save him? No, they cannot.
I'm trying to touch this with the
little hands I can. SPACESTATION. Everything kind of falling apart for them on their defense. And they kill... Oh no, Astro's 1 HP. Narrowly escapes. They might be able to get another recontest, especially with Hardy and Astro and Landon surviving. Yeah, here you go. Here's a 5-man group up, pushing onto high ground as quick.
Yeah, but they're walking into a window.
Yeah, especially with Kai behind it too, it's going to be quite deadly. Land doing a little bit of damage to Kai, but yeah, thinks better of it. Jumps down to low ground, but couldn't quite spot Kevster. This movement looking too clean for the Tracer. Pulse bomb on the dumpster. Well, Hardy does end up leaping away, popping that primal rage, but now it's
this is $2.
With Vestola
God damn, the pizza at my school when I used to go to high school was $2, and it was like 1/3 the size of this.
Psycho and Hardy, who's ejected from that mega health pack room. All right, they make their re-engagement quite successful. 5 meters to go.
right when the
good job, Space Station.
See that
So a whole box of pizza would be what? 16 bucks?
Space Station now get a chance to actually set up to be able to go for the dive defense. I think earlier on it was a little bit tough because like you're under Earls.
That's insane.
Where do you go? Like no matter what doorway you're going to be walking into, you're walking into some Bastion fire or even just like Kevster going on a flank.
Chat, a whole box of fucking pizza from Costco. That's like this like one slice of this is $9.99. That's insane.
Hardy tried to get to mega health back.
Hardy's
just get
dead.
picked. That's not good. They're going to try and rip this rush to try and get it going. But this payload is going to be hard to kind of assault now. Vestola is pretty low, taking a lot of damage from Sparker. Fan the hammers. Oh, so quick. And you're seeing that Kiriko rush, and there's the kill that they wanted. Kai popping out, instantly popping turret 4, but they couldn't quite get it done. Sound barrier coming through from Funny Astro, hits 5. And this high noon as well is going to stop Kevster from doing much. But it's a swing and a miss. Hits the little bit of rock there, as they do try and stagger out Vestola. A minute to go. This is a very different Space Station gaming that we're seeing right now. And the one everybody prophesized.
I think it's good.
Maybe that was the answer. You know, we said, like, even when it looks like the Ramatra compositions, yes, Hadi can bring out the Reinhardt too. It's still a rush, but they also have this dive. And this dive has always looked so good from them. Hadi's been working so hard to make this Winston
They use good pepperoni.
Really
they put a lot of pepperoni. I hate people who don't put a lot of pepperoni in it.
They had the perfect answer so far. A little still difficult to jump onto anybody in the back line, but Hadi's holding the door. This has to time all of the burst damage that could come through.
Yeah, nade into instant turret form, into you getting deleted. OT in 20 seconds, they try and dive the bash in the backline. Nice little lamp deployed as Psycho tries to just deal with this bot being pushed forward. A perfectly placed dive there from
good
Hardy.
shit from
Kills
Space
Kai
Station.
First and 10 seconds to go in a Prime War Age to deal with. Looks like ENCE's push is going to end
good
here.
Fucking shit from Space Station.
Jostle this bot, and look at the hit squad they're setting after him too. 4 players from Space Station to deal with Kevster. Sometimes that's what it takes. Space Station Gaming holding ENCE on first.
That's insane.
That's impressive. That's a very, very impressive
Wait, does anyone know whose map pick this was?
Running a defensive dive is not necessarily the easiest of compositions to execute.
Whose map pick was this?
It was already very tough when ENCE had such a survivable backline. They could all stack on top of each other.
SSGs?
But even a switch
Damn.
from Vestola over to the Orisa
No wonder it's their
was
map
just
pick.
not
God
quite
damn.
enough. So as Space Station get ready to go on their attack push, let's hear what they're thinking.
Notice how I
round.
got off the ENCE bandwagon chat because I thought they were gonna. I want the underdog to win. Notice how I switched teams because I wanted to be a close game, and Space Station starts winning. I'm just saying. Whoever I vote for, I have the power of the fucking world in my hands.
Yeah, fucking, if we go out playing Spengy, we can fucking go out playing Spengy.
Yes, it's fun then.
Fuck it, dude.
Let's get it, boys.
That's all we need.
Get it.
Still take space slowly.
Yeah, just take it slowly. Shoot Trace. If they don't have a Trace, just fucking move point, okay?
It's not looking like you, by the way,
They make a
Lauren.
move and we kill them, okay?
Even if they trade, we can shoot point till.
Yes.
He can die. Some triple ding shuriken or something.
Fuck him up.
Bro. Alright, let's fucking go, boys.
Pretty positive sounding words there. Things that I can't say on broadcast. Being shouted out by Space Station.
That's why we let them.
Exactly. We can get away with it if they do it. It's all good. Still, they obviously
Sparker
feeling pretty good coming out the gates. Yeah, they were like, Sparker, yeah, play what you want, bro. Just whatever you're feeling right now. Look at how many meters we need to get. And a Blade, Rose, I mean, that forces out support always pretty readily. That rally sometimes not even effective against the Blade if the dive is good enough, because that overhealth takes a little while to build up on all the members of ENCE.
Well, especially if you miss the shield bash 2 or something. Very small window to make sure that you're reading in the actual CC to shut down that Genji. And already, look how far this card has moved. And Hadi hasn't even made the jump in yet. Forcing ENCE to have to go to the cart as we heard them try to execute that game plan.
We're already 50% towards display. Sparker taking another little peek over. Just being annoying, harassing the sidelines. Going to force ENCE to look a couple of different ways at once. Hardy setting up for a dive now as Sparker's spotted one in the backline. It is Crimzo as the person in his sights. Now it is Master. Oh, nice rock onto Sparker.
Wow, what a fucking rock on a dashing Genji. Yo, learn, take notes, bro.
To start us off with. Funny Astro perma booping the tank away as well. He's going to make sure the payload gets a few extra meters. Lamper and Insurance Sponsor see as Hardy ends up failing that jump. Hardy takes down Master. Quick re-engagement here from Space Station is possible.
That's really nice too, because Masa hasn't had time to build up to the rally yet. So maybe Sparker is going to be able to beat Masa to the punch with this Dragon Blade. It would feel good just to know that that rally's going to be offline, and you don't have a sound barrier to be able to deal with that either. But it's going to be Crimzo with this amplification matrix.
Okay, chat, I'm going to be completely fucking honest with you guys.
Also from Psycho, pressures the point. Crimzo with the window.
I want to see Space Station cap this, and I need them to do it fast.
Space Station have got ults to use.
Because I got to go poop.
Hardy's setting up. You can see him creeping on that lower left side.
I gotta go poop.
Oh, he wants
He's ready. They're waiting to get Blade, I think, or at least Rush. Or even Primal, to be fair. Oh, wait, they're not going to wait at all. Edge going to jump on it. Master in trouble. Super low. They can use that winner for a little bit of protection, but Kai needs to come up with kills, needs to come up with damage. That Primal Rage does it. It's good for one onto Crimzo, but Kai's just getting booped around. He's high in the sky.
Nice, Hardy. They heard me. They heard me. Come on, let's get it.
Space Station Gaming now leap onto the point. It's only Marcel and Vestola to try and hold on. A rally and a flux. Send two people sky high.
Oh, is it too early of a Susie?
Fuck. Brought back down to earth.
No, come on, man.
It's good for him to escape. He's half HP. No supports left.
No. Wait, what is he doing? What is he doing? Hero play. Oh my god.
But no,
oh
Crimzo
my god.
takes him down. Astro comes up big with a kill to Crimzo, and now the payload can get going. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go as Hardy takes a lot of damage to the front line from Kevster. As Ents try and get a group up as 5 again. Crimzo jumps over to the Kira coach, try and see
come on, Space Station. You guys have a minute. Win.
Can't quite get it going, and no one is there to help Master either. 3 meters to go in 60 seconds.
Oh my god, I love Jaws casting this.
And it's still so scrappy.
As soon as I say that, he stops casting. I fucking love it.
Spawn to Kai ends his life. Vestola just dashing away, just trying to leap, but it's too little too late.
Nice!
Space Station Gaming lock their place into a
I need you to take over my stream for a second.
Route 66. You'd be pretty happy. This point's really weird and kind of annoying too when you're playing against the Mei, because the entrances to the point are pretty much perfect Mei like width. I wonder if they actually design it that way. It's just like, well, Mei walls can fit in here, so like that's the. How many Mei walls can we fit in this choke point? 1. Okay, perfect.
1.
Perfect
There's
choke point.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
2. Here's 1.
Exactly.
Here's 1 more. Oh
it's gonna be a little bit tough, especially for Hardy. Probably being a little bit more passive. And you can see, yeah, they don't want to stray too far forward. Here comes the wall. Oh, he sneaks past it though. No slipperiness. All good. They're going to get punished for it though. A little bit of damage, no initial kills, but it does force Crimzo to use Lamp.
Sparker's still on that angle though. Look at how high up Crimzo is. Has to drop down a little bit, knowing that Psycho is behind him.
Like Ents was trying to make the call there, so we want to take the point, so Kai ended up popping turret form, and now they try and take this high ground again. Headshot onto Astro with that icicle. Still dicing with Kevster by the looks of it, and here comes another wall. Luckily for the BAP though, those Exo boots coming in clutch to save Hardy, who was isolated from the BAP. And speaking of which, 2 BAPs going down, same with Kai. A good pulse bomb from Psycho. Trying to look where the Lucio's gone, there he is. In the kill feed now. Oh, Kevster with a nice headshot through the window. It's a very scrappy fight. It's a Lucio Ram versus a Ram and a Mei. Vestola in a whole heap of hurt though, even with that Mei coming in with the wall. Can they actually, I mean, Kev's a good block and the heroes are going to come in. Probably going to lamp him too if they really need it, but they might not even. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, lamp comes in. They can't even cut the point.
Wow, even the wall too to just stall them even more. Vestola's going to be able to get back into this fight.
Take a block.
Big pick on Namasa.
That's 2 block rotations from Kevster. Signals to the team like, I'm going to die. I've used block, wall, then block again. That was a lot of additional time by Ents there. Perfectly played. Nice cooldown management.
50% for Ents. And ultimates to spare. That's going to be a sound barrier, a blizzard. Think again about like the blizzard, the mortar strike combo that we saw. I would be worried if I were a Space Station, but that's a funny Astro score. You got the immortality field.
Sorry.
Landon's also going to hit
I had to go to the bathroom.
Nice engagement there. Sparga holding off to the side. They use that sound barrier and the window. And now here come the problematic.
Damn, what took you so long? Where did you go? I came out and you're not even here.
That is going to be the second
no, chat. Emily always fucking leaves me, bro. They always leave, man.
That doesn't feel good either, though, because you can't get away. We saw that on Cervasa. Well, I guess with the grab flux too, but the fact that Funny Astro used the sound barrier in that last engagement means that they don't have that now. They just have to use the immortality field and just raw healing.
You're not going to be able to survive it.
I'm at the gym and he needed the pee. Oh.
Here comes the Blizzards. Tries to lock off the healing from Landon, but Crimso's the one that falls first. Sound barrier comes through as Master's getting ticked down and chased down by Psycho. Hardy,
they always leave, chat.
That Blizzard call, he ends up just running to the back line and then popping the Annihilation, and then Crimso, stuck in that Vortex, can't use his Exo Boots to get away. So that combo that ENCE had in their back pocket, completely gone. And you can see Kevster, Kai switching now.
That's crazy. Emily went to the gym to go work out.
The Tracer and the Cassidy to be able to match
I just
that
worked
on
out 5 minutes ago.
A little bit more front damage if you're looking at Kai's Cassidy, and you can also just maybe play with this Annihilation a little bit better, being a little bit more survivable next to like Crimso and Masa. But it's starting to run away from them.
Happy Sunday chat, strap in, strap on. Emily knows.
It's been so good with them so far, and so good with just normal kills, vanilla kills. All right, there's the Vortex in the back line, forces the Lamb. Crimso in a good angle to use this window. Landon's already dead, and there is the Annihilation. No investment here from Space Station, apart from that Deadeye. They still end up getting a couple of kills, which on Crimso and Kai is quite frustrating. Space Station Gaming with Lucio spawning, or one of the first ones to spawn. Space Station are going to be able to regroup pretty quickly. Kai only now coming up, but Hardy kind of the same timing here.
They can still come back into the point really quickly, and I think it's important that Landon has this amplification matrix to match that of Crimso's, but Kai's the one with the Deadeye that's going to be able to play on that angle with Crimso's amp.
Oh.
Psycho with a pulse bomb could be a big difference maker here, but I'm looking at the Funny Astro barrier.
Big aggro push. Oh, Spark is in the backline again. There's the window, and whatever direction you choose to come from, Sparker, it always manages to come up with kills. Vestola does end up killing 2 in the front line. I mean, Spark is still here. They're going to eventually kill him, but not before he kills Master as well. There's 2 people left. Overtime coming in.
Are they going to be able to touch? I think they can touch.
Looks like they're going to be able to with Funny Astro.
Holy shit, what a nice touch with a Suzu and a beat. Come on, Space Station. Take it to a map 7. Take it to a fucking map 7. Also,
overtime as everybody grouping up as 5 now, but Psycho clears
you can't say that.
Off of the point.
What I noticed when I was in the bathroom, I didn't know they go to a second control map, a second cough.
It's looking rather unlikely he can do so. At least not without paying for it with his life. Space Station Gaming come back. They end up claiming that first round.
Turnaround, bro.
Looking like that was a
Funny
shutout there,
Astro
but these fights end up breaking
got
down.
Suzu beaten and they turned it around. That's insane.
Sparker on the angle and doesn't even need the Symmetric Teleporter to make that possible. So getting a couple of picks here and there has really helped shore up some of these successes for Space Station in these fights. But my god,
that touch by Funny Astro is insane.
Could not have come up in any better of timing. Like, that Vortex almost killed him before he got that barrier off.
Insane stuff from Sparker. You're right, like he doesn't even need the TP to find these flank kills. Ridiculous. And getting Master there when the round's like punching you in the face.
Sparker's going to be Finals MVP too. I think he has to.
Tip the scales. TP out Kai and Sparker on the Cass. Mirror compositions pretty much, apart from Hardy and Vestola doing the Orisa Ram head-to-head. Oh, Masa on the Brig.
Well, Masa's on the Brig
not quite
too.
mirror comps there.
Yeah, so you just get to play with the Orisa a little bit closer. The Inspire healing could be really big in order to just make these duels a little bit better for your own team. But I think that the fact that Funny Astro's on Lucio, the Sound Barrier just feels like a better supportive ultimate to have when you look at the Rally versus the Sound Barrier in these matchups.
All right. See how long it takes the point to be capped. Sparker not doing anything too crazy right now, just checking Kai on the corner. It's actually Vestola, the ones that goes down. You saw Masa and Crimso trying to help stop Sparker get away with murder. It was actually his rest of his team that were getting away with it. Scot-free, although Psycho going down to a headshot of Kai isn't good.
Still a point capture for Space Station. Sparker is a Deadeye almost too.
Nice shots, man.
Please heal him.
Kai doesn't want to mess with that. Doesn't want to mess with that either.
I was eating a Costco pizza, but
Sparker,
not anymore. I finished
pretty
it.
low as well. High noon available. Yes, you are right. Good stick. Oh, the pulse bomb. Even like a full clip from the Tracer couldn't take down the Cassidy. And the Vestola falls down yet again first. And Space Station, remember, they still control the point here. This is time lost for ENCE.
Okay, chat. I'm reading the script right now. I'm reading the script. Look,
like,
I have it right here.
And especially too at Space Station,
It
we're able to
says-
take that fight so
it says-
economically. 4 ultimates still
Space
for them.
Station
Kai's
is
gonna
going
come
to
up
win
with the
this map.
annihilation pretty quickly.
It's going to
ENCE, like,
be
they just
3-3
haven't
tied
had a
series.
foothold in this round
Match
yet.
7.
Kai is the Deadeye.
ENCE
Still
is going
not
to
really
win
enough, it
for
feels like, to be
take
able to get these
revenge
picks,
from
especially
Space
because
Station
Funny
beating
Astro
them
has
yesterday.
the
I just
Lucio to
read
help
it.
speed
It's right here.
people out of that line of sight.
I just read the
ENCE
script.
taking their time to come back into this.
Vesto's got the Terror Surge. So he doesn't get bursted, which is what Space Station have done for the last 3 or 4 fights in a row. High noon for Kai, forcing back the members of Space Station up onto that high ground, but Hardy is
Do you
going to
read left to right? Yeah, aren't you supposed to? What?
Alive on the point. There's the window, the re-engagement. Vestola using Spear Spin
No,
to get
not
away.
right to left.
Space
What?
Station wanting to put this in OT
Left to right,
mode
bro.
as the sit comes through from Vestola. Hits the Terror Surge just to stay alive. Here comes the rally. Vestola down first yet again. Space Station Gaming used the sound barrier, unable to get the annihilation off, but it might not matter. Masters the target for Space Station as Landon also falls to Kevster. Overtime in a couple of percentage points, but it's all Kev and Sparker. Eventually the Cassidy goes down. Funny Astro in a 1v1 versus Kev, but I know who I've got my money on.
Ooh, well, Psycho's here to maybe save the day, and at least Funny Astro can get him out of there too.
They got him. They got the kill.
My camera's
no, he's
flipped,
getting
so everything's
hunted.
They're going to
different.
re-engage on this point, Rose. This is tough too. Vestola had to make the swap to the Doomfist.
Doofist. Yeah, it does not feel good to have to come back out on that for a full 5v5. Vestola, I'm sure, is going to be able to help dislodge a couple of these members, but like Hadi's the one that has the agency, the annihilation in his pocket. Psycho's going to have another pulse bomb too. Space Station should have the ultimate advantage here to win.
Yep, pulse, window from Crimzo. Nice little angle too, onto that high ground, but you need an insta-kill from Kai here. Sparker, oh yeah, he's just on the flank again. Pulse bomb onto Vestola. Here comes the annihilation. Here comes the damage. Space Station Gaming, wipe ENCE. Kevster still comes up with a kill, sure, but is it enough? He can get the retouch, but not before Astro puts a bullet to his head.
No, I don't think they can touch. I don't think they can touch.
Gaming, they just got to deal with the Doomfist, and Vestola doesn't
We're
even
going
get
to
there.
a map
Space Station
7.
Gaming taking us
We're
all the way.
going to a map 7. This is insane.
Yeah, but Masa opting to play the Brig versus the Lucio. I listen, I get it. I think there've been a lot of supports in this current day and age that are like, anything but the Lucio, please, or like anything but the Brig. So maybe also just recognizing that the Brig is going to be really good to help stop things like this pesky Psycho Tracer. The Space Station are also going to come out of the gates with an Orisa comp. Oh, but look at the hit scan difference, Jaws. We got Sparker on Cass and Kai on Sojourn.
Yeah, no Widows. A little bit surprising,
Okay,
honestly,
chat.
from ENCE, but...
Come on,
Sad.
ENCE.
Yeah,
I want to
sad
see
too.
an
I've
ENCE
seen someone
W.
play.
Space Station won yesterday. I want
Sparker,
ENCE to win
as long as
today.
they shut him down or stop him from going too
That's all I
crazy on
want.
flank.
That's all I
It's a little
want.
bit harder, to be
I need
fair,
the script.
on a
Where's the
map like
script?
Jumpstone,
I'm gonna read
especially
the
on
script's
first.
right here, chat.
They're going to be in good stead. Now they
It
can
says
just perma-hold.
ENCE
This
is
reminds
going
me
to
of kind of
win
old Orisa 2, where you just
4-3
perma-hold
over
on these
Space
corners
Station.
and just
Yeah,
yell pull
there you go.
over and over again. Thank God we're past those times.
Pop the shield down. Yeah, glad Orisa doesn't get a shield anymore. Quite honestly, this kit's much cooler.
Z Sparker is still trying to be cheeky, trying to take control of that mega health pack. Now he's back in the main. Obviously that new building there has a mini in it, so Kai can use that for some sustenance. Kevster's under a little bit of pressure.
Where's your
here on the
crystal ball? I
sidelines.
actually
They've
do
already
have a
got
crystal
Crimzo's
ball.
lamp and Landon's.
I used it
Sparker
for
on the flank,
photography.
though.
And my
Can't let him
dad
get
brought
on
it
the high
over.
ground. Missed a couple of
I don't know
shots
why.
from Kevster, but
I
here
have it
comes
at my
the first
house.
ult. Window from Crimzo on the point as Hardy in a whole world of hurt. Pulse bomb lands from both traces as Hardy and Kai end up trading, but it's Psycho that comes out in the better end of it. With a melee kill onto Crimzo. I mean, where's the heals? ENCE has to go fast. They have to just dive in onto the backline, and dive they do. But it is Psycho with 3, 4, almost making it 5-2.
Psycho fucking cooking.
This is the last remaining member.
Psycho
That's a 5K from
cooking,
Psycho.
chat.
Oh, he has
Oh
earned
my
that
god,
fire
dude.
that
My
is
butt is
blazing
clenched
through
right now,
that
bro.
portrait.
It's so clenched that my
Psycho
fucking
just
underwear is
went
being eaten by my
actually
ass.
sicko mode. Hi, plays the best bait ever, by the way. Like, I know he goes down a lot by himself, but that's just to give so much room to Psycho.
Nice kill onto Kai too. They get booped into the skies. They couldn't make use of that lamp. And here's the window. Surely that's it. Especially on this verse, there's no chance. Good Hindenade onto Kev. And there's the point.
Was Landon just teabagging and he died?
Wow. What? Oh my God, Psycho has been absolutely going crazy.
Sorry, I was cheering for the other team, but Psycho pulled off something fucking insane.
I think it makes it so difficult for ENCE because
you guys need to get a good D.
Who is just like perma pressing your front line, but then how do you deal with who's in the back? Brig only has like 2 very important cooldowns to be able to deal with a tracer. You look at the shield bash or you look at the whip shot, and if you miss those, they're on cooldown for quite some time here for Psycho to be able to come in and just take out your backline. Plus, like BAP 2 only has the immortality field, and you can burst through a lot of that healing thanks to the damage passive now. So SPACESTATION already halfway through the second point, and with so many ultimates to spare.
Chase and Crimzo can't afford to be split off with the rest of their team down that little choke point there. That pulse bomb goes wide. Landon just jumps over it. Here comes the railgun though. Sound barrier is going to try and even it up for SPACESTATION, but they're losing health rapidly. Kevs are just heading down to earth there, and was giving Landon a little smooch on the way as well. Landon ends up going down to a railgun of Kai as they force SPACESTATION Gaming down from that high ground.
Good shit, Kai. Good shit.
Ooh. That Kai, man. He sometimes just like never ceases to amaze. Wasn't even an overclock that he had to use there. He just used charged railgun shots and a good pincer there from ENCE with Kevster, forcing SPACESTATION to have to fight in that tiny room. Has the overclock now, so
Jay's
this high ground control is going to be really beneficial for them. But how does SPACESTATION try to approach this? Hottie only has the Terror Surge.
Putting a lot of pressure on Kevster right now. Magne going a little crazy towards Kev, but he's good. Dodged out of the way. Just both Tracers just jostling over the point, but Sparker is in the wings, ready and waiting for Kevster to make a mistake. And then they can take him out after that hint nade lands. Kai trying to search for some heads. Disruptor shot on the payload now. Forces positioning from Psycho and Hardy. And now with this overclock, they're thinking, they're sensing, they're coming up these stairs, and we're right to think so. As Sparker just peeks his little head out as well. Receives a Swiss spear to the face. 2 minutes to go.
SPACESTATION, though, they're just biding some time. They have a couple more things to work with now, like this amp matrix.
What a Terror Surge. They were trying to force Kevster's positioning again.
Nice. You see? I'm not even worried, bro. I'm not even sweating. I know ENCE is winning this. I read the script. I trained Kevster. I trained Kai. I even trained Crimzo, Masa, and Chase on the roll. Just because I'm that good of a fucking coach.
And he still has that Terror Surge of his own.
There's a reason why you guys watch me. It's because I'm a god.
Holding onto it is just like so dangerous for SPACESTATION to have to walk into.
Gonna try and push height again. I mean, you might as well at this point, especially you've got Terror Surge, like you were saying.
All right, let's get back to reality.
Chase is waiting in the wings, you can see. A little bit isolated from his team, but long-range healing coming through from the Brig packs. Quick rotation from SPACESTATION, knowing that's the case. Immo field, down. Straight on to this Mega.
Even God couldn't save your hairline, buddy. Whoa!
Big rotational play here, but again,
friendly fire, bro.
Spared out. Sparker looking to click on somebody. Here's the spear from Chase, down on the Mega health pack. ENCE doing a dance with them right now, and they are leading it.
And starting to run out of time. 45 seconds left. Hottie's already going down to half. Able to heal himself back up, but still no ultimates being used on either side. Kai still has this.
Where the hell did that cold spawn go? What the fuck?
Here's the sound barrier. They're going to try and force the issue, but look at this overclock, Rose. I mean, he's perfectly placed. They can't push into Kai with a fear of getting their heads ripped off. SPACESTATION Gaming, they lose out on that beat, and now they have to deal with the window. Luckily, there's 2 members from SPACESTATION actually touching the point right now and moving in onto this second checkpoint. Mouse is going to jump back down to earth and take care of Funny Extra, or at least push him off. No kills coming through just yet for SPACESTATION, but they're losing numbers rapidly. Hardy low, pulse bomb lands on Astro, and Kevster takes the kill. 7 seconds, and where is SPACESTATION? They're in orbit. ENCE, they've perfectly played around them. They refuse to let them get on top of their backline. The rotations looking so good.
The god at predicting games. I told you guys. I said, hey, I want ENCE to win. ENCE is up 3-1, and then I say, wow, I want SPACESTATION to win now because I want it to be a close game. And then SPACESTATION wins the next 2. And then, wow, it's tie game. You know what happens when I say it's 3-3? I'm like, wow, you know what? I really do want ENCE to win. And guess what? ENCE fucking holds. Bro, my brain. My brain.
End right here. No
my
more
brain
free pushes.
Is too big, chat.
Only a point in 81.
I can predict the future.
Let's hear their game plan going
I
in.
can predict the future.
I think as long as they don't have sim, yeah, you can go residing.
Okay.
I think
Don't say anything till ENCE wins.
At the same time, like don't be fucking afraid. I'm walking into chase.
I know you're not supposed to talk until the game's actually over, but this game's actually over, chat. I got it.
Break and fucking hard play the corner.
I got it. It's over. You know,
our first point is the.
Have you ever been into? Have you guys ever been into like an argument and some person's arguing and then they say something that's actually like fucking wrong and you know it's wrong and then you and in your mind you're like, oh, I just cut this fucking bitch in a lie, and then you say the truth. You say the facts. That's how it is.
I don't see them at all.
Yeah, what? They might be hiding inside left. They might be hiding inside left.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go for one.
There it goes. That kind of
Watch.
feel from Crimson there.
You guys, when ENCE wins, you guys are gonna see. Holy shit, Jay3, you are a fucking god. You can predict the future. You know what's gonna happen. Watch. Just watch.
Wait and see.
I'll let the game do the talking.
Is of course with Space Station still running this Orisa.
Kai, just as long as he gets some space and an angle, the Sojourn, he's just so good at being able to land these charged railgun shots that really open the doors. I know it's not a Widowmaker, which we would love to see, but it's pretty close.
Huddy goes golden. They've got to be fearful of Kai's railgun. It's always really hard to kind of push around here. Sparker again trying to go on the flank. They've not able to punish him yet, but not punishing is fine as long as he's not doing too much and they've been able to at least subdue him for the moment. Huddy again going golden. London have to be a little bit more safe now. Same with Crimzo as that lamp is down. Her spear like shoving Master almost off the map. That was a little insane. Sparker's still trying to find an off angle with the help of Psycho, and they're just kind of corralling them behind these cars. Here's the window from Crimzo. And a rotation from Kai. This is really nice stuff. They got to find a pick, though. This is the big thing. Space Station Gaming, they can't be allowed to kind of get away with this, especially Sparker on the flank again. Look, he's just looking straight at them. Someone's got to look at him. Kevster ends up going down. Didn't even see where Sparker was coming from. It was only a reactionary time there from Chase to try and look at him. Sparker getting away with too much here.
Holy shit, Sparker, relax, bro.
After you saw the amplification matrix go down from Crimzo as well,
relax,
that was just
bro. That wasn't in the script.
Sparker to finish
that
out
wasn't
that
in the
rotation,
script, chat. What the fuck is this guy doing?
Deal that damage. And Space Station now, like with all of these different ultimates to work with, the sound barrier is going to feel so nice to have for Chase's Terror Surge. You also have so many buildings to play around for Kai's Sojourn Overclock. Love their
Space Station isn't listening to the fucking script. It's written.
Extra cover. But Terror Surge coming up as Chase is trying to get a little.
Trying to get in there. Here come the sound barriers.
Right
Terror Surge from Chase come out at any moment, but this Kai is the first to fall. Whoa, that was a quick fight from Space Station.
Ooh.
A Terror Surge from Hardy, just dragging people back down to the floor. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, Rose. And it's just walking into a brick wall, it feels like now.
Well, at least you got two really big ultimates out of the way. If you're ENCE, you know, okay, well, Terror Surge and Sound Barrier are off the table. All we have to worry about is the 2 DPS, which I guess saying that, that's still a lot to worry about. Sparker finding all these off angles means that Deadeye can be very impactful if they're not looking at him, but they're rallying.
The rally, Asher has to get out of there. Did end up getting stunned. Window from Crimzo 2 on the sidelines. Nice pulse, but it takes away that immortality field. Psycho somehow surviving this onslaught of CC and damage. He ends up getting out of there. A rotation from Space Station on the wrong side of the map, where with 60 seconds to go, ENCE need to find kills. They need to find something. They've got the point, but is it enough? Overclock comes through as the high noon from Sparker just tries to delay the inevitable. A pulse bomb from Kevster helps kill Landon, and Kai still too scared to pick the Cassidy. Eventually brought down, but it is Psycho once more. Master and Crimzo dead. 40 seconds to go. It's all on the traces now. Sparker, Psycho, the Titan, eventually slain by Kevster.
Good shit.
And 30 seconds to go. There's still a retouch here for Space Station as they try to get there with the spear to keep Funny Astro off. That's finally a point capture, but Jaws, that was getting so close to the wire. 30 seconds left.
Pretty much everything invested too. Landon going over to BAP.
Come on. Huh?
Here we go. How does ENCE do this dance now? Of course, they were expertly led Space Station in a waltz around this point, and
It's match 4. It's match 7 right now. Whoever wins wins. It's 3-3 tie game. 2 minutes left.
Only a few more meters to go, and they will claim the title. SPACESTATION want to put the end to their dreams now.
But it doesn't matter. ENCE is going to win. Everyone knows that.
A terror surge. Psycho is working up to another pulse bomb as well, but Sparker's hoping to open this up with a pick on the side.
Someone's got to deal with him. There's a lot of the time he's just able to freely off-angle. A lot lesser chances to do that now. You can obviously just peek your head through that little window, of course, but...
Kai's looking over there.
What are you doing? You're laying on the floor.
Slowly but surely just chunking people down.
Oh, look at her.
Jostling on the payload again. It's just both traces. Here comes the push. Sparker in trouble, but it's actually Marsa that goes down. A bash onto the high ground to help Kai set up. Terror surge ends Chase's life. Kevster still takes down Psycho. Still willing to fight this, but with a high ground advantage. And with it, oh, this stagger. This stagger's going to be huge. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. They're going to boop him away. Yes, they're going to body block him too. Can they get the kill? No,
nice,
Crimson
he actually lived. Wow.
Couple of packs thrown his way, but still a very, very small stagger. They get back as a group.
Even the other girl came out.
It's still scary, and that's already a minute and a half.
Okay, it doesn't matter, chat. It doesn't matter. ENCE is winning this right here, right now. Watch.
They can push this
Kai and Kevster are gonna pop off.
Get that first place that they've been looking for, and their revenge onto SPACESTATION. Kevster's got a pulse bomb, wants to find an opening for it, and Kai working up to this overclock, but Chase is getting stopped at the door.
Okay, rotation down to the lower again. SPACESTATION refusing to give this one up, and Kevs is already dead. 45 seconds to go. They got to make this fight fast. ENCE have to make it fast right now. But Sparker's on the flank. He's taking down Crimson. Sparker's already found 2, 3. Chase has to get out of there. You've got to run. You've got to reset. They're going to try and punish Chase, but I don't think it's likely. You're in Orisa still, but they're going to go for it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's another fight. There's another fight. 30 seconds. You can have 30 seconds is a long time. You can do a lot in 30 seconds.
One more chance.
You can do a lot in 30 seconds.
Going to have to rally up as well to help bolster up this fight, but they're going to have to contend with 4 out of the bank of SPACESTATION, one of which is going to be the Funny Astro sound barrier. His barriers have been so big to help keep SPACESTATION in these fights, but this is it, Jaws. It's coming down to the final seconds. It's now or never.
It doesn't matter. 30, ENCE's gonna win right here. Ready?
Here comes the overclock from Kai. He has to get an angle on somebody, but nobody giving him the grace to do so. Still a lot of time to kind of touch the point, and that's it. Overclock done, used. Pulse bomb.
This is where ENCE wins, chat.
Has still got it in his hands, and here comes the rally. Slowly build up the low overhead, but Chase is already dead.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is where ENCE wins. ENCE is gonna bring it back. ENCE is gonna bring it back.
Not trouble for any longer. This high noon stops him from touching. Kevs it down. Beat comes through. Sparker, the king of SPACESTATION Gaming. More stars on their roster than Omega Centauri. They demolish ENCE and claim the title as Stage 2 champions.
Okay, friends, YouTube thinks you might like this next video, so let me know if they're right.